The Chosen One and the Miracle of Waiting. In a small village nestled between rolling green hills and an endless blue sky, there lived a man named John. John had endured many hardships and trials, yet deep in his heart, he always believed that God had chosen him for a higher purpose. From a young age, John learned to pray and hold on to his faith. However, nothing in his life seemed to go as planned. He worked hard, but his dreams and desires always seemed just out of reach. Many times, he questioned whether God had heard his prayers. Days turned into years, and John continued to pray in silence, waiting for an answer. There were moments when he felt lost, doubting whether a miracle would ever come. What John didn't realize was that God had never abandoned him. One morning, as John prayed in the stillness of dawn, he felt something different. It wasn't a voice from heaven, nor was it a clear sign, but a quiet peace that filled his heart. John realized that his faith had not been in vain, and every moment of waiting had a purpose. As time passed, John began to see that every step he took, every challenge he faced, was part of God's greater plan. The harsh winters and scorching summers had made him stronger. John understood that God hadn't forgotten him. Instead, he had been preparing him for something far greater. One afternoon, after a powerful storm had hit the village, John helped his neighbor repair their home. As he worked, he started to see the true value in serving others. The small village began to unite, not because of wealth or success, but because of love and faith in God. Eventually, the miracle John had been waiting for arrived, but not in the way he had imagined. God didn't bless John with riches or fame. Instead, he gave him a heart filled with peace, love, and unwavering faith. John realized that the waiting hadn't been a pointless struggle but a period of growth where he learned to trust in God's wisdom and timing. In the end, John understood that miracles don't always come as grand, visible blessings. Often, the real miracle is the quiet transformation within the soul as we learn to trust God and patiently wait for His plan to unfold. Surrendering to divine timing. As John continued his journey of faith, he began to understand that alignment wasn't just about hard work or meticulous planning. It was about tuning his heart and mind to the frequency of God's will. Whenever John embraced gratitude and positivity, he noticed how effortlessly life seemed to flow. People showed up at just the right time, and opportunities arose in the most unexpected ways. He realized that this wasn't a coincidence, it was divine alignment. One of the most difficult lessons John had to learn was the power of surrender. Like many others, he believed that if he just worked harder, planned smarter, and controlled every aspect of his life, his desires would manifest. But time and again, he was reminded that control was an illusion. True power came from letting go, from trusting that God was in control and knew exactly what He was doing. Surrender wasn't about giving up, it was about releasing the need to control the outcome. John had to learn that by tightly gripping his desires, he left no room for God to work. It was like trying to hold water in a closed fist, nothing new could enter. Only by opening his hand, by loosening his grip, could John make space for God to place something even greater into his life. It required faith that God saw the bigger picture, even when everything seemed to be falling apart. The concept of divine timing became clearer to John over the years. In a world that demanded instant results, he often felt frustrated by the slow pace at which his dreams seemed to materialize. But John soon learned that God's timing was far grander than any human understanding. The things he longed for needed to arrive at the perfect moment, not when he wanted them, but when he was truly ready. It was like planting seeds. Just as a farmer plants and waits for the harvest, John realized that his prayers, intentions, and actions were like seeds that needed time to grow. If he tried to rush the process, he would disrupt the divine plan. He had to trust that, even though he couldn't see the progress, something was happening beneath the surface. God was aligning people, opportunities, and circumstances in ways that John couldn't yet comprehend. Reflecting on his past, John saw moments when, if things had happened sooner, he wouldn't have been ready. He recalled times when he prayed for success, but he hadn't yet gained the necessary skills, or when he sought a relationship before learning to love himself. God, in his wisdom, knew exactly when John was ready for each blessing. He never delivered them prematurely. John also realized the incredible power of belief. It wasn't just about wishing for something to happen, it was about truly believing that God was working behind the scenes, preparing the way. This belief acted like a magnet, drawing his desires closer. When he genuinely believed that his dreams were possible, his actions became filled with confidence and enthusiasm, which in turn attracted even more opportunities. However, belief wasn't always easy, especially during times of adversity. When faced with setbacks, it was tempting to doubt. But John understood that true belief was demonstrated in those challenging moments. Continuing to believe in the midst of difficulty sent a powerful message to God that he was committed to the journey and ready to receive the blessings. Finally, John discovered the transformative power of gratitude. Whenever he focused on what he was thankful for, his energy shifted. Instead of dwelling on what he lacked, John began to see the abundance that already surrounded him. This shift in perspective not only lifted his spirit, but also drew more blessings into his life. Gratitude, he learned, was a key to unlocking even greater miracles. As John reflected on his journey, he realized that everything, surrender, divine timing, belief, and gratitude, worked together in perfect harmony. Each lesson he learned brought him closer to understanding God's plan for his life. Though the path wasn't always easy, John knew in his heart that he was exactly where he needed to be, trusting fully in the timing and wisdom of the Lord. From lack to abundance. As John delved deeper into his journey, he discovered that gratitude was the key to shifting from a mindset of lack to one of abundance. By focusing on what he already had, rather than what he felt was missing, John found that his overall well-being improved. This newfound gratitude began to attract more positive experiences and opportunities into his life, aligning him with the energy of his desires. John started keeping a gratitude journal, where each day he would note down the small and big things he was thankful for. From the warmth of the sun on a cold day to the kindness of a neighbor, John began to appreciate the world around him in a new way. This daily practice helped him stay connected to the frequency of abundance, reinforcing his alignment with God's blessings. In addition to gratitude, John learned about the power of positive affirmations. He realized that by repeating affirmations like, "I am worthy of my dreams," or "I am attracting abundance into my life," he could shift his mindset from doubt to confidence. These affirmations help replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones, creating a vibration that resonated with God's plan. Each morning, John would speak these affirmations aloud, reinforcing his trust in God's timing and his belief in the possibilities that lay ahead. As John continued this practice, he began to notice a shift in his energy and a greater sense of alignment with his desires. Yet, he understood that belief alone was not enough. He needed to take what he had learned and combine it with inspired action. Inspired action, he realized, wasn't about forcing things to happen, it was about following the gentle nudges from God, those intuitive whispers that signaled he was on the right path. John reflected on the moments when he felt a strong urge to act on an idea or pursue an opportunity. These moments of inspiration often led to significant breakthroughs in his life. By following these prompts, he aligned his efforts with God's guidance, creating a flow of energy that propelled him closer to his goals. John also recognized the importance of self-care in this journey. He knew that to be at his best spiritually, physically, and emotionally, he had to prioritize his well-being. Whether through prayer, exercise, or spending time in nature, John understood that taking care of himself was not a luxury, but a necessity. It helped him maintain a high vibration and stay aligned with God's plan. As part of his practice, John embraced visualization. Each day, he took time to vividly imagine his dreams as though they had already come true. He would picture himself living the life he desired, feeling the joy, peace, and fulfillment that came with it. By immersing himself in these emotions, John reinforced his belief in the possibility of achieving his goals and strengthened his connection to God's plan. With gratitude, positive affirmations, inspired action, and self-care, John realized that the path to abundance was not about chasing after blessings, but about becoming the person who was ready to receive them. He trusted that God was always working behind the scenes, aligning everything in perfect timing. All he had to do was stay in alignment with God's will, maintain his faith, and take action when the moment called for it. Embracing change and growth. As Sarah continued her journey of manifesting her dreams, she learned that visualization wasn't just about daydreaming, it was about creating a vivid mental picture of her goals, feeling the emotions attached to achieving them, and embodying the life she desired. Each morning, she would set aside a few moments to visualize her goals as if they had already come true. Through guided imagery, she would see herself living her dreams, happy, fulfilled, and surrounded by love and purpose. This practice not only fueled her motivation, but also made her desires feel more tangible and within reach. However, Sarah also realized that in order to fully align with her dreams, she needed to clear out the emotional blocks that were weighing her down. One of the most powerful tools she discovered in this process was forgiveness. She had been holding on to past hurts, grudges, and disappointments that created negative energy in her life. These unresolved emotions had been clouding her path forward. Sarah learned that by forgiving others and herself, she could release these emotional burdens and create space for new blessings to enter her life. Forgiveness, she found, wasn't about excusing the wrongs done to her, but about freeing herself from the emotional baggage that was preventing her from moving forward. She started writing letters of forgiveness, releasing old pain, and practicing self-compassion. Each act of forgiveness was a step toward a lighter heart and a clearer mind, allowing her to align more fully with God's will and the universe's blessings. In her journey, Sarah also came to understand the importance of community. Surrounding herself with people who shared her values and goals provided her with encouragement, inspiration, and accountability. Being part of a supportive community amplified the positive energy she was cultivating. Sarah realized that the people she spent time with had a profound impact on her mindset and energy. By engaging with individuals who uplifted her, she strengthened her ability to stay aligned with her dreams. Through this community, Sarah found opportunities for collaboration and shared experiences that multiplied her manifesting power. She joined groups that resonated with her aspirations, participated in events, and contributed to the collective energy of her peers. This shared sense of purpose and alignment with like-minded souls reinforced her belief in her dreams and created an environment where anything seemed possible. Another critical lesson Sarah learned was the power of intuition. As she practiced mindfulness and meditation, she became more attuned to her inner wisdom. Her intuition often guided her toward decisions and opportunities that were perfectly aligned with her goals. She began to trust her gut feelings, recognizing that her intuition was the voice of God and the universe leading her toward the right path. Looking back, Sarah realized that some of her most significant breakthroughs had come when she followed her intuition, even when logic suggested otherwise. By paying close attention to these intuitive nudges, she enhanced her alignment with her desires and the universe's guidance. The more she trusted her intuition, the more confident she became in navigating her journey. Despite the progress she was making, Sarah knew that persistence was essential. The road to manifesting her dreams wasn't always smooth. There were challenges, delays, and moments of doubt. But through it all, Sarah remained committed. She understood that persistence wasn't just about working hard, but about staying focused and resilient even when the journey seemed long. Every setback was an opportunity to grow, and every challenge was a chance to reaffirm her dedication. Persistence, Sarah discovered, was the fuel that kept her moving forward. She celebrated the small victories along the way, knowing that each step brought her closer to her goals. And when the path seemed unclear, she reminded herself that with persistence, anything was possible. As Sarah embraced the power of persistence, she also learned to accept and embrace change. Change, she realized, was not something to fear, but something to welcome. Each new season of life brought with it opportunities for growth and transformation. By staying open to the shifts and transitions in her life, Sarah aligned herself with the evolving nature of her desires and the universe's plan. Every time change entered her life, whether through new opportunities, unexpected challenges, or shifts in direction, Sarah trusted that it was part of God's greater plan. She saw change as a necessary part of her journey, bringing her closer to her dreams in ways she couldn't always foresee. Embracing change allowed her to navigate life with a sense of flow and ease, trusting that every twist and turn was leading her toward her highest good. Awakening your divine potential. As David continued his journey toward manifesting his dreams, he began to grasp the immense power of his potential. He understood that this potential wasn't something external waiting to be given to him, but a force that had been within him all along. The more he explored his capabilities, the more he realized that unlocking this potential was the key to receiving his long-awaited blessings. David saw that his potential wasn't just about his skills or talents, but about how he aligned with the universe's flow. It was an energy, a reservoir of creativity and power that, once tapped, could propel him toward his highest aspirations. This realization filled him with excitement, but also a deep sense of responsibility. To fully awaken this potential, he had to engage with it, embrace it, and push beyond his comfort zone. The first step in this awakening was a deep level of introspection. David began to reflect on his strengths, passions, and the dreams he held close to his heart. He knew that to truly manifest his desires, he had to not only recognize these gifts, but also actively nurture them. Every skill, every passion was like a seed, waiting to be cultivated so that it could blossom into something magnificent. By aligning his actions with his true purpose, David found that his journey was becoming more effortless. Opportunities seemed to arise out of nowhere, and he felt a deeper connection with the world around him. The universe responded to his awakened potential by guiding him toward situations and people that further enhanced his growth. David's biggest challenge, however, was confronting the limiting beliefs that had held him back for so long. These were the subconscious thoughts, fears, and doubts that had been ingrained in him through past experiences, times when he had failed, faced disappointment, or been told that his dreams were unrealistic. But now, David was ready to dismantle these mental barriers. He began the process of challenging these limiting beliefs. One by one. Whenever a thought like "I'm not good enough" or "it's too late for me" surfaced, he replaced it with empowering affirmations like "I am worthy of my dreams" and "it's never too late to succeed." This shift in mindset was transformative. The more he embraced positive, empowering beliefs, the more he felt the universe opening up to him, delivering blessings with greater ease and speed. David realized that the key to his abundance was not just in working hard, but in aligning his thoughts, actions, and beliefs with the energy of his desires. By doing so, he tuned himself to the same frequency as his dreams, attracting them closer each day. He saw that miracles were not rare occurrences or mere fantasies, but the natural result of consistent alignment, belief, and trust in the universe's timing. With this newfound clarity, David began to celebrate the signs and synchronicities that appeared in his life. Every small victory, every unexpected opportunity, felt like a confirmation from the universe that he was on the right path. He no longer doubted whether his dreams would come true. He knew they were already on their way, and his only job was to remain open and grateful. One of the most profound lessons David learned during this time was that his breakthrough was not just the result of external effort, but a culmination of his inner transformation. He realized that everything he had been through, the struggles, the setbacks, the moments of doubt, had prepared him for this moment of divine alignment. His journey had been like a grand symphony, with each note representing a lesson, and now he was reaching the crescendo. As David fully embraced this moment, he knew that this was not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter filled with possibilities beyond his wildest dreams. The universe had been preparing him for this breakthrough, and now that he had fully awakened to his potential, there was no limit to what he could achieve. David felt a profound sense of purpose. He knew that awakening his potential wasn't just about fulfilling his personal dreams, it was about living in alignment with his soul's true calling. This deeper sense of purpose made every step of his journey more meaningful. He saw that by embracing his potential, he wasn't just transforming his own life, but also contributing to the greater good of the world. As David continued on his path, he remained focused on maintaining this alignment with his soul's true purpose. He dedicated himself to self-reflection, continual growth, and the pursuit of his dreams. Every day, he reminded himself of the infinite potential within him and the limitless possibilities that lay ahead. And with every step, he trusted that the universe would continue to guide him, delivering the divine blessings that were always meant to be his. Embrace the breakthrough. As the chosen ones stood at the edge of their long-awaited breakthrough, they could feel the weight of the journey behind them, the trials, the lessons, the growth. Every step they had taken was now converging into this moment of divine alignment, where their deepest desires and the universe's perfect timing were about to meet. The path had not been easy, but their faith, patience, and perseverance had carried them through. They had learned to trust the process, even when it seemed like nothing was happening. In moments of doubt, they had turned inward, realigning themselves with their highest calling and focusing on the divine purpose that had guided them all along. Now, as they stood ready to receive their abundant blessings, there was a deep sense of calm and certainty. They no longer questioned whether their dreams would come true. They knew that they were on the verge of experiencing something beyond their wildest dreams. The universe had been working tirelessly behind the scenes, orchestrating events, aligning people, and preparing opportunities that would soon reveal themselves. The chosen ones understood that everything they had been through, the challenges, the setbacks, the moments of doubt, had been preparing them for this breakthrough. It was all part of a grand, divine plan, leading them to the precise moment when the doors to abundance would swing wide open. With their hearts and minds open, they felt ready to receive. They had let go of their fears, dismantled their limiting beliefs, and embraced their true potential. Each day, they had taken steps that aligned with their soul's purpose, acting with clarity and confidence, knowing that the universe was guiding their every move. And now, the time had come. The abundance they had been working toward, praying for, and trusting in was about to arrive. As they prepared to receive, they did so with gratitude and joy, knowing that this was not just the fulfillment of their desires, but the beginning of a new chapter filled with endless possibilities. The chosen ones realized that the blessings they were about to receive would not only bring them personal fulfillment, but would also empower them to help others. Their journey was not just about their own dreams. It was about creating a ripple effect of positive energy and transformation for those around them. By stepping into their potential and receiving their blessings, they would inspire and uplift others on their own paths to abundance. With confidence and enthusiasm, They embraced this moment, trusting that the universe's timing was perfect. They were ready to receive the extraordinary blessings that had been long awaited, ready to embark on the next phase of their journey, and ready to step fully into the life they had always envisioned. As they took a deep breath, they knew in their hearts that everything was unfolding exactly as it was meant to. The universe was about to deliver something truly incredible, and they were prepared to receive it with open arms. Final message, chosen ones. You are standing on the cusp of something extraordinary. The universe is about to deliver blessings that will exceed your wildest dreams. Embrace the journey, trust in the process, and get ready to receive the abundance that is already on its way to you. Let your faith be your guide, and know that every step you take brings you closer to the life you have always desired. This is not just an ending but a new beginning, one filled with possibilities, opportunities, and achievements beyond anything you could have imagined.
If this message resonates with you, hit that like button and let the universe know you're ready for your breakthrough. Subscribe to our channel for more transformative insights and guidance on your journey to abundance. Share this video with friends and family who need to hear this today. Let's amplify our positive energy together. Your engagement not only helps us grow but also strengthens the cosmic energy we are building as a community. Together, we can uplift each other and manifest our dreams into reality, one positive action at a time.